Welcome to video 2 of the Student Motivational Series. My name is Amy. Today I'm joined by three third-year students, Bongolwetu, Sibongile, and Shalanati, who will be sharing some insights regarding their challenges and how you can overcome anxiety regarding block 1 going into block 2, and also changes that they made from last year versus this year. So this video is not just aimed at third years, it's aimed at everyone, so you can take something from it, whichever year you're in. Please enjoy. Were you able to deal with the challenges that you faced? Remember, we're along the theme of social, seemed to be a big challenge. And then it seems also mentally, it's kind of draining as well, the work and things, and then also academically. How did you guys, what were you guys able to kind of deal with the challenge? Doesn't mean you overcame it yet. If you have steps and things that you guys have gone through to go get over that, and how did you deal with it? Deal with the challenges that you guys faced. So Bongi, over to you.
Okay. Socially, okay, I have a big circle of people which I know a lot of people. The thing is, with me, I've noticed that I've stopped being somebody that's like now. I don't prefer being surrounded by many people. Just that one or two people that matter is sufficient for me. So, in order for me to overcome my social anxiety, I actually now stay with my best friend at Grace.
Okay.
Yeah, and it has been helpful in the sense that she has helped me through most of the things I was facing. She actually is the one person that's honest with me that, listen, I understand that this is what you're going through, but you have to pick yourself up, you have to do this. She's literally the one person pushing me to do better. And mentally, I can't really say that I've dealt with it because I strongly feel like there's still things I need to work through. Because it's like they show through the cracks. You know, if you think, I'm busy with school, I'm gonna come back to do this. I'm okay. You know what? I'm fine. You think you're fine till one day you just wake up and you start crying. Then you just sleep again and you wake up. You think, you know what? I'm okay, and you're not because that's not normal, right? And academically, okay. I have this person. He's not a boyfriend. So this person um is someone like he came into my life and we have this accountability thing going on actually.
Okay.
We would refer to each other every morning and every night, so it means every day at 8, that's the time I'm supposed to start studying, né? I tell him that, okay, today my goals are I need to do this in Finnish, I need to do this and that, I need to cover this, and then he sends me his goals as well. Then throughout the day, he would just check in. Okay, I did this. How far are you with the things you're doing? End of the day, I tell him that okay, I couldn't finish that because of this, and that way it pushes you to actually do the work because it means I can't come back to you with excuses, knowing very well that we had a plan that okay, this has to happen. So it actually pushed me to do better and actually stick to what I had to do, right? And secondly, I actually now have a year planner and I plan my day, guys, like to the core. I plan from chapter to chart to everything because that way it means I'm keeping track of everything. If I didn't do this and I sit and I look at the list of things I didn't do, obviously I will worry. And that way it also pushes me to actually get more done because if I don't cover what's on the year planner, and also that guy is also gonna text and ask me, obviously it's gonna put pressure on me that why do I have to lie to me? And I have two study groups. Yeah, one is with my friends at school, and then the other one is at Hairdress with some guy. And at school, it's like with them, it's different because it's 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 people you're friends with actually. So you just have a topic. It's social about it. That okay, no, you know what? I'm just gonna link up with you. We're gonna have a conversation about Finnic. I don't get this. We're gonna have a conversation about mentoring. Please teach me standard costing. That's basically what's going on. And then I also recently got myself a mentor, somebody that reviews the work I do, the quality of it, to say, okay, you know what, I get that this is where you are, and also I think that you should change these areas, focus on this, and yeah, basically.
Bongo. Okay.
Yeah, yo, Bongi, I just gave it up because yo, what she's doing is so incredible. I won't lie to you because like yo, all of these things in one place and all the stuff. Like okay, yeah, I guess like from what she has said now, because I always tell people that like for me, myself in whatever that has happened last year. Because I always say to people that sometimes you fail so that you can pass better. So with what I have changed last year is a thing of saying that, you know what, you need to be accountable for yourself, and there's no one who's going to give you this degree, so you have to go and take it. You need to know the ways of how you have to take this degree and all the stuff. So for me this year things have changed, because I'm even like, I have some layouts even in my room, and even where I go, even in my phone, you will see there's a screenshot that, okay, today this is what you need to do. I'm doing that day, I need to make sure that I finish like 95% of my work. If there's something that is sort of like urgent, then I will just go and attend it, and then I will be able to, like, I wake up in the morning earlier and on the following day and be like, okay, you know what, this is what you didn't do. Now you need to do it, so that before you start your actual day for that particular day. So with what she's sort of like doing, it's so great, because I was like, okay, you know what, because I even took some things from what she's doing, because I was like, okay, no, maybe I need to add there and there and all that stuff. So yeah, for me, I've been doing that. Now I know my goals, and I know what I want to achieve, so everything is clear. So now that laziness and that thing of saying that, no man, I will do it later, it's no longer there. It's no longer there, because I've decided to just put myself into what I'm doing, and I've decided to, you know what, no one can do it for you. It's only you. And if you need some help, just reach out, go to people, ask you. As I ask you always when it comes to, if I have problems with Menfin, I always come to you and be like, Amy, this is what is happening. Can you please help me? To just sort of like have more information about what I know and all the stuff. Because sometimes you do things thinking that your way is easier. Why? If I can ask Kalanat will just explain that thing to me for like 2 seconds and be like, yo, dude, this thing, it take me like hours for me to understand it. But when you're just putting it in a way that is so easier. So for me, this year I've learned to confront my problems, and I've learned to make sure that I've always find solutions. There's no that thing of saying that, no, I will do it tomorrow, no, I will do it this day. So I've learned to also not postpone, and I've learned to also be sort of like have discipline when it comes to my phone, because I just believe like some of the things that we are not able to achieve them is because of our phones. You want to go to Instagram, you want to go to WhatsApp, you want to go to a certain whatever and all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? And now, even now, I sort of like a thing of where I turn off my notification from like 8 until 5. If something is urgent, a person has to call me. So if it's not urgent, then I will see it after 5, or maybe during my break time, which is around 12 and all the stuff. So that's what I'm sort of like doing this year, and it's been working, and I don't even regret it, and I don't even feel bad, because even, you know, sometimes when you write tests, because I've learned that sometimes you will write tests and like, yo, that was bad. Now I can be able to go to a test and say, no, I did right, but I don't know what percentage I will get, but I know I've passed. You see what I'm saying? So it's sort of like it's increasing my confidence now. I'm planning to do more and all the stuff. So, but also thank you to Bongi for sharing some other things, because I feel like I'm gonna grab some stuff from what you have said and just do it.
Kalanat, please give us your inputs.
All right. So, firstly, Bongi and Bongo's answers were very good. I'm actually motivated myself by hearing what they have to say. For me personally, what I realized because of COVID-19 and lockdown is how much your environment influences how well you study. So being at home for the first time during my varsity career and having to study from home made me realize how important it was for me to be in a varsity space, in an academic space, and being surrounded by people who are working hard, being surrounded and watching other people working, going to the library, the process of going to a lecture, the process of getting up, and just the varsity space and how that environment has affected me. So I realized this year that I have to take control and create an environment for myself this year that is purely focused on the main thing. So in my room right now, I have a calendar set up. I've got a bunch of motivational quotes that I have up here. For each 4 of my courses, I've got each lecture timetable and everything. I don't study in my room anymore. I study in the study room, or I study in the library, because I realized that, you know, my room is a bit dysfunctional. It's not really a conducive environment for studying. So I found that when I work away from my room, I work a lot more efficiently and I get a lot more done. And those type of things have helped me a lot. And my cell phone, social media, those type of things, YouTube and all these things, I have completely left them alone. In Block One, I use them only like on weekends, but now I think I'm just gonna leave it for completely. And when I study, I go on airplane mode and I just ignore anything. When I'm in front of my books, nothing else exists except what I'm doing. So that's what I've really done with myself to help myself focus. And when it comes to the whole social factor, I, just like Wongi, I plan everything. So I have a diary that I keep for daily things, and I plan my social meetups and things like that. So yeah, that has helped me a lot. Changing my environment is the thing that I have really done for myself.
What advice or motivation would you give to yourself or another student going into Block 2?
Okay.
Hey, Kalanati.
All right, so this comes as a piece of advice. Remember that you are what you do, or you become what you do. If you want to become a B or A student, you have to do the things that B or A students do and conduct yourself in that manner. If you want to become a graduate, you have to conduct yourself in a way that someone who wants to graduate will conduct themselves in. That's really the piece of advice that is, you are what you do, you become what you do today. Yeah.
Bongi?
Yeah, for me, I would firstly say to myself that, and everybody watching this, that this is a war zone. If you don't fight, trust and believe that you will fail. You have to make sure that you get up and you fight regardless, because I know it gets tough. Sometimes you're not in the mood to go to school, you're not in the mood to watch those tasks, you're not in the mood to do anything, but it's in those days where you're passionate for what you want, and like Kalanati just mentioned, the person that you're trying to be has to come in, because you do realize this is the picture, that's what I'm going after, so I'm going to do it. And eliminate all distractions. Something you feel like it's in your way, it's going to stop you from getting what you need to, then cut it out, because distractions don't look like distractions until they finish distracting you.
Bongo, please. Yeah.
No, for me, what I think is like, I know like the work for Block 1 and Block 2 is too different. So being consistent is the only way that you can, and being able to plan thoroughly that this is what needs to be done and this is what needs to be made and all that. So I just think like, yeah, for Block 2, you just need to be accountable for yourself and make sure that you achieve your goal, and make sure that whatever that you do it with all your energy, and make sure that you focus and make sure that you concentrate, because I just feel like sometimes you'll be studying but your mind is not there. You're thinking about something else and all that stuff. So what I can say for Block 2, you just need to plan thoroughly, and you need to make sure that your plan is well. Because at the end of the day, Block 2 and Block 1, they are so different. Block 2, I believe there's too much work. So it means you need to sort of like put some hours there and there, because I believe everyone knows their weakness in which subject and all of that stuff, you're in which module and all that stuff. So I just believe that people, they just need to sort of like increase the hours, but being sort of like, but they need to be always consistent, and also make sure that they show up for themselves, because there's no one who's going to show up for them. And also what I can say to them is that you need to be real with yourself, because I just believe that the minute you become real with yourself, everything it just flows, and you even sort of like find where you become innovative in how to tackle your work and all that. So that's what I can say to you. Just be consistent and increase those hours, and everything will be well.
Block 2 is too much. What do you mean?
So when I'm saying like Block 2, for an example, now, like soon you're gonna be writing tests, right? And soon exams are closer. And yes. So like what I'm trying to say is that whatever that you do, don't just do it for the sake of saying that I'm studying because I have to study for the test. So whatever that you're doing, make sure that you're studying, knowing that you are studying for the June exam that is coming. Whatever that you do now, you need to sort of like plan it thoroughly in a way that you don't become stressed, and you don't become sort of like need to do this and all that stuff. And because people, they tend to want to sleep less when we are approaching exams, which means they fail to sort of like do the planning in a way that is thorough, in a way that it will sort of like they will be able to relax and be able to rectify their mistakes while it's earlier. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say, that whatever they do, they need to plan it thoroughly and then just put those hours, so that when exam time and your test time comes, you know you know where you're standing and you are able to correct your errors, because you will never write test 2 again now. So you need to make sure that whatever that you do now, you need to make sure that you do it with all your best.